Hello everyone, tonight we're going to have a quick look at the Sigma 18 to 35mm art lens. I wanted to do a lens review and I figured I don't really like those travel zoom lenses anyway, like those 18 to 200mm, so I picked that one. It's a zoom and it has a really wide open aperture at f1.8 as I said before. And if you want to buy something which is rather special, or if you, let's say, into photography and you want to get something more out of your camera, this is probably a really nice pick if you're looking for some wide open aperture lens. It has a zoom from 18 to 35, and of course you have to put it on a DX camera, because on an FX camera it doesn't make much of sense. You have this black ring around your picture, so you have to cut it out. It's not really worth to buy it if you have an FX camera, but as I said before, I'm using it on a D7 7200, and it's a really proper lens camera combination. But first of all, the outside, the zoom ring here, it moves quite slow and you have to turn it quite heavy to get it moving, but I really like it because you can zoom really slow at the same speed, for example, if you want to do a video of that. And you can also have a distinct feel of the ring, so you can really judge on how far you want to zoom, because some zoom rings, they are so light, you turn them and they just move from one to the other side, and that's not really my preference of zoom rings, so I'm really in favor of those heavy moving zoom rings. With the focus ring, it's almost similar. It's a bit lighter, as you can see, it turns easier and faster, but most of the time I'm using autofocus anyway, and you can always override it if you not satisfied with the result the camera gives you, just override it a bit, and then it goes like that. Turning the lens a bit around, you have this art sign. You can also have a contemporary and a sports lens from Sigma, not this one though, this is only available in art. And here you have the AF/MF switch. You can change from autofocus to manual focus. However, I'm not really using that. I'm always changing that on my camera, so I leave that on autofocus all the time. Well, if you want to compare it to another lens, it's quite big. Excuse me. It's 12 centimeters long and 8 centimeters in diameter or wide, and it comes at a weight of 810 grams. Actually, for me it's a bit more because I'm using a UV filter on all my cameras, sometimes a glass, sometimes UV, it doesn't matter. I just want to protect the front glass of the lens, because I don't really want to send it to the manufacturer for repairing. If I take some shots, for example, and there is some scent or anything else, and when I'm working, it can always happen that there is something going on in front of the camera lens and the glasses, so I just put a filter on those lenses, because repairing is just too expensive and just takes too much time. I'm using those lenses almost every day, so I can't really afford sending those lenses to the manufacturer. It comes at a quite high price tag, $799, but it offers you quite a lot. As I said before, it has open aperture of 1.8, all the zoom range long, so it doesn't go up like almost all other zoom lenses, I'm not sure. This was the first one with constant aperture of f1.8. I think Sigma now offers some more of those. It's not really macro lens on the other hand though. The closest distance you can use it is 28 centimeters, so let's say about 11 inches. And the biggest magnifying you can get out of this is 1 by 4.3, so it's definitely not a macro lens. Concerning the filter diameter, it's 72mm. You can see here UV 72mm. And the purpose I'm using those for is if I want to get some really special pictures without working with a lot of filters after all. If you use the aperture of 1.8, you have to be really careful with taking your shots, because this really doesn't forgive any mistakes. So if you move a bit or you shake a bit, it just doesn't produce any sharp results. However, if you get used to it, for example, if you start using it on a tripod, or you start using higher apertures and go lower, you get used to that. And if you use fast shutter speeds, of course, it helps a lot. So if you use it in daylight, even with 1.8 in a bit darker conditions, you can still get quite high shutter speeds. So if you got used to it once and the object doesn't move that fast, so if you take pictures in a studio or you take pictures of people outside, it really gives you this nice depth of field, so you have a really clear focus point and it's really sharp at that point, and the rest is really out of focus, let's say. So it gives you just really nice results, which you get only with FX bodies and 2.8 lenses or 1.8 or 1.4 even. If you're interested in a lens which is capable of doing those things and you're shooting, let's say, a bit low light and you don't really like to use a flash, this is a really nice lens to pick. If you're interested, just probably go to some reseller, try it out, take it in your hand. It feels really worthy. As I said before, it's really heavy as well, it's quite big, and just put it in your hand, put it on the camera, take some shots with it, and I'm sure you will be satisfied. If you have any questions concerning the lens, feel free to leave me a comment. Otherwise, goodbye.